Hello, everybody. It's Marna here. How are you all doing? I am Marna. I'm the owner of thinwithin.com. I've been doing a lot of trainings today, and I thought, you know what? I want to do this on YouTube as well because I think it's so important and I want to get my message out to all of you. I apologize for being in my workout gear, but I'd much rather do this work with you and share with you this information than having you miss out or care about my workout clothes. Okay, so let's talk about intentional thought. Here's my hope for all of you. Any of you who are struggling with weight or your body, I do not want you eating through the coronavirus. That's the last thing I want you doing. I don't want you turning to food to manage your stress and to get through that. It's the worst thing when you feel like, oh my gosh, I've gone through this journey through the coronavirus and I'm bigger than I was before. And that's not what we're doing. Okay. So I want to talk to you about intentional thought, how you can program your mind in a particular way during this coronavirus. Okay. So let's talk about a few things. Let's talk about thought. What are thoughts? Thoughts, as I wrote here, thinking on purpose, thoughts are just made up of sentences. They are just made up of a variety of sentences. Everything you think, it's a sentence. If we just break it all out, okay? The sentence has emotion tied to it. The sentence that we think, all the things we think, some may be true, some may not be true, but no matter what, they elicit a certain emotion, whether good or bad. And so when we're looking at our thoughts, we're looking at our sentences, we're looking at what we're thinking during the coronavirus, during this time of high stress or a heightened awareness of being home and our thoughts, we're going to have either thoughts that support a thinner body or we're going to have thoughts that support a bigger body. Obviously, I want you having thoughts that support a thinner body. What happens and what I'm seeing is that through the day, we're getting tired, we're getting bogged down. I know I'm homeschooling my kids. I know I'm taking care of, managing things, as are many of you. And by 4, 5, 6 o'clock, we're getting really tired, okay? Now, what happens when we get really tired is oftentimes our unconscious mind takes over. Our unconscious habits, our beliefs, our thoughts, these all take over. And what then occurs is then we can be left with overeating, binge eating, late night eating, TV eating that are not supporting you to live a thinner body, be in a thinner body, living a thinner, healthier you. So we're going to change that today. Here's what we're going to do. All of us have this point where we move from more of our conscious thinking over to the unconscious thinking. Some of us don't do that until 8 or 9 o'clock. Some of us are doing this, can be very intentional all day long in being in our food and how we relate to our bodies. But there are many of us, like myself, what happens is around 5, 6 o'clock, my energy starts to really go down. And in an attempt or in a way not to care, I start saying something that doesn't support me and supports a bigger body. Like, who cares? Who cares? Just eat it. Just eat all that candy. Oh, come on. Let's have some more fat. Let's overeat. Who cares? Who cares? You're nice and relaxed at dinner. Just keep going. Okay. So we all have these thoughts and beliefs. And one of the things I had to recognize is what were the beliefs that were not serving me? And what are the beliefs? And I always am looking at now, what are the beliefs that aren't serving me as I'm thinking about the coronavirus and needing to change them? We have most of our conscious energy is in the morning. That's why for me, if I don't work out in the morning and I do it later on, every excuse in the book, my unconscious mind will start giving me every excuse in the book why I should not work out, right? But if I do it first thing in the morning, my head is clear, my mind is strong, I'm accessing a lot of my conscious mind and much stronger. So what I want all of you to do is I want you to start writing a list of the sentences of the beliefs that are not serving you currently, that are not serving you around the coronavirus, and that are not serving you around your body. Because the worst thing you can do is tack on all these beliefs and then eat through them. That's not going to help you. It's going to make you feel worse through the coronavirus. And I need your health to be the highest during the coronavirus. So, which is why I'm so passionate about getting this information out to you. So you're going to get a piece of paper out and you're going to write down on the left-hand side all the things that are not working for your weight and your body. Okay? All your beliefs that are not serving you. I can't do this. This is hard. I'm so tired. I want to reward myself for being so good today. I should eat everything now because God knows how much food's going to be left, right? There's all of these beliefs, whether they make sense or not. That is what starts to come up. You want you to write them all down. And then on the left-hand side of the piece of paper, you're going to look at it and you're going to go, okay, is there any truth to this? And how can I make this feel better? So what's the truth? I could look at something and be like, I'm going to get fatter during the coronavirus. Okay, there might be some truth to that, but that's not what I want to believe. So my other belief is going to be a better belief is going to be, I can get thinner, healthier, more vibrant during the coronavirus. That feels exciting. So as you go through each one of these sentences that don't serve you, start to look at and create a new sentence. I like things like, I'm in the process of creating a healthier, more vibrant body. I'm in the process of learning how to manage my emotions through the coronavirus. I am creating strategies to manage my stress, and my anxiety during the coronavirus. See how you can start to create believable, thoughtful, kind phrases and beliefs that are going to support you much more than this is hard. If you say something like, this is hard, then your brain is going to look for hard, hard, hard. Oh, that's hard. Yep. Being at home is hard. Managing your kids is hard. Dealing with your significant other is hard, right? It's going to give you every reason why it's hard. It's going to give you excuse after excuse, reason after reason. I don't want you doing that. Better yet, let's reignite some new neural connections in your brain so that you start playing out and creating new ways. We first have to make it conscious by writing down what we want to believe. It becomes conscious. When we're like writing down, that's conscious. We're thinking about what it is we want to believe. With repetition and repetition and repetition of saying these new beliefs and thoughts, then what happens is we then get so good at it, they become our new thoughts and beliefs. We move these thoughts from consciousness to this unconscious realm. And then all of a sudden, we start to support having a thinner body through our thoughts and our beliefs, which then lead to the feelings and actions in an unconscious way. Okay? But it starts right here by looking at your thoughts. Don't for a second think you're just going to remember them all and just put them in your brain. Most people fail right here. They say, oh, I know what my thoughts are. I'll just focus on it whenever, when things are really rough or bad, or at 7:00 or after 3:00 when I overeat. No. Focus on, create a list. I don't care if you have a list and then at 3:00 you keep adding to it, and 5:00 and 6:00 and 8:00 or whenever you want to turn to food and your body doesn't need food, it's not hungry. Then I want you to look at what's taking you out of that realm. Because I teach that you should listen to your body. In order to lose weight and slim down, you should be eating when your body needs food, when it's hungry. When it's not hungry, you don't need to be eating. And so then, but emotionally, you may want to be eating. That's when I want you to go to this list and looking at, what are your thoughts that don't serve you? What are you saying? What are you thinking? Because when you get these written down, guess what it does? It gets off of your chest. You have a place for them to go. And then I'm wanting you to then focus on creating new words and phrases that actually will get you results, that will align and support you having a thinner body. Let's do this. So then here's how it looks. All in all, here's how this is going to look. You're going to go through your day. You're going to notice when you start feeling badly about yourself, getting anxious, you're going to start noticing your thoughts. You're going to grab your piece of paper. You're going to look at this thought like, I'm so nervous. Okay. Is this helping support a thin body, or is this helping support a bigger body? Well, it's kind of neutral, but if I eat for this, it's going to support a bigger body. If I take action on this or address it differently, it's going to support a thinner body. So I'm going to write down, I am anxious. Okay, what's a better way that I can think about this? I'm getting really good at addressing my anxiety by writing down how I'm feeling. Okay, so that would be a way that you address it. And throughout the day, you are just looking at your thoughts, writing them down, and creating new, believable, more powerful thoughts so that you can get in front of your thinking and be intentional, thinking on purpose and being intentional so you can get in front of any of this negative thinking and worry, because it's not going to help you. Overeating, emotionally eating, turning to food, none of that is going to help you lose weight. None of it's going to help you get through the coronavirus in a happy, healthy way. None of it is going to make it go away. And I know when we are out of control in our external environment, we want to control like crazy our internal environment. I'm seeing it with my kids wanting to control like crazy. However, it doesn't work like that. What we can do is, if we want to control something, control what we're saying here. Control what's coming out of here. Control how we're relating to food and what we're thinking about. And as a result, your body will get thinner and lighter and leaner as we go through the coronavirus, because you will spend this beautiful, beautiful time that we have right now being very intentional with what you're thinking. And we'll move those intentional thoughts from conscious to unconscious, and then we're supporting a thinner you. And that's what this is all about. So I hope this training helps you see visually what I want you to do. I want all of you having a list of things that you're saying to yourself that supports a thinner, lighter, healthier you, that supports a mentally healthier you, a vibrant you, one that can get through the coronavirus, get through it beautifully. We're all in this together. I'm here to help you. I would love to help support you in any way I can. My Facebook page is Thin Within Results. You can always head over there, and you can always head to my website, thinwithin.com. I am here to help you, and I hope this helps. Bye, everybody.